Middle, diving is De Leon. He can't get it. And that'll be a base hit, the first hit of the ball game for the Red Sox. And they have a runner on first to start things off here in the second inning. There's Jorge De Leon, just called up from Single A, Michigan, one of two Single A squads for the Red Sox. And with a runner on first, it brings left-handed hitting Troy O'Leary to the plate. Boy, this young man has really turned himself into an impact player over the last couple of years. And he's off to a heck of a start during the '98 season. First pitch from Crawford is hit in the air toward left center field. Teb's on his horse, so is Stenson. Stenson over there, and he makes the catch. And there's the first out of the second inning. One man down and a runner on first. See O'Leary, who had 12 home runs coming in. Signed a contract extension prior to the start of this season that solidified his spot with these Boston Red Sox.
Well, he has just played so well, and he's just the offensive player that they need in the middle of the lineup.
Here's John Valentin, who's hitting .235 with 6 home runs. He swings and fouls the first pitch off, and the count is 0-1. I believe that John and Mo's college coach, Mike Shepard from Seton Hall, is actually here tonight.
Actually ran into Shep earlier today, and he was on his way down here, and he said that anytime he has a chance to see his two former players close by, he was going to make sure that he was here to watch and hopefully get a chance to talk to the players after the game is over.
Tell you what, he has 3 very important alumni who are in the majors. Actually, when you look at it, there's a lot of Seton Hall players who are in the majors right now, but the other one of the big 3 is Craig Biggio of the Houston Astros. See John Valentin playing third base most of this year with Tim Naring out on the disabled list. He bounces the pitch towards shortstop. De Leon waits for it to second for 1, and it's bobbled for second by Chambly, but enough time to get Valentin at first. It turns out to be a 6-4-3 double play, and it gets the Thunder out of trouble here in the top of the second inning. So we head to the bottom of the second. Your score remains. It's the Thunder 3 and the Red Sox nothing. We'll be back. You're watching CN8. See Mo Vaughn in the Red Sox dugout. It looks like his evening is done as Mo took one hack during the course of this ball game, smiling for the camera, and he's going to turn it over to Reggie Jefferson, who's now playing first base for the Boston Red Sox, as Jim Chambly has the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Chambly, who had a couple home runs last night. There you see Jefferson, and as we spin toward the opposite side of the diamond, Lou Merlone. 2-strike pitch to Chambly, bounce toward the middle. Garciaparra ranges behind the bag, off balance throw in time to get Jefferson, or excuse me, to get Jim Chambly a 6-3 put out. Reggie Jefferson made the grab. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Nomar looks pretty good to me. Let's activate him for this Yankee series. This is a play that we saw hundreds of times when he was here in Trenton. And I'll tell you, it is good to see that. This is a difficult play. Watch this, balls right back up the middle. Look at this range. Almost in second base position right here. Watch his play from a different angle. Watch how quickly he gets it, and off balance and a strong throw. That's a play that's routine for Nomar, but that would draw a standing ovation in some parks around the country.
Well, I would have to say that shoulder looks like it's healed quite nicely over the last couple of weeks. See Nomar Garciaparra, National or American League Rookie of the Year last year. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Joe Hamilton, the DH. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Joe, who is one of the regular outfielders for the Thunder. See, he has struggled to start off this season, the DH, with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Still trying to get his average up to the 200 mark. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and that's the second strikeout for Joe in this ball game. And he has settled in during the second inning. Hey, Scotty, there's old friend Lou Merlone, who's over at third base now for the Red Sox, in there for John Valentin. As Valentin played the first inning defensively and also got his swing in for tonight's ball game. And the crowd is going to go crazy when Lou Merlone actually takes his first hacks tonight here at Waterfront Park. First pitch to Jorge De Leon is swung on and foul tipped, and the count is 0-1.
What a great story, though, isn't it? Lou Merlone walks into Fenway Park, and his first at-bat in Fenway Park, he hits a 3-run home run.
The emotion that he had going around the bases was really something that consumed everybody that was at the ballpark. DeLeon skies this one toward right. Darren Bragg puts it away, and the Thunder go down 1-2-3 here in the second inning. So we have completed the first two. The Thunder with a 3-run home run by Chad Epperson in the first. That's the scoring so far. We'll be back. Well, 2 in the books here at Waterfront Park, and this is the outside of Waterfront Park, and we are on the banks of the Delaware River, Scotty. It's one of the prettiest sights in minor league baseball as we look over the right field wall, and we see what people do if they can't get a ticket to the Thunder and the Red Sox exhibition game.
It is a very unique ballpark, and you see the boats up and down the Delaware. The outside of Waterfront Park is just a beautiful, state-of-the-art. And it's nice the fact that the Red Sox are in town to create a little extra excitement.
That's right, and the Red Sox will be part of the Thunder family for at least 2 more years after this, and I think that they have attracted some fans. And there's Wendell Kim, the third base coach for the Red Sox. And Wendell, if the Red Sox are on the first base side, if that's where their dugout is, sprints out to his third base coach's position every single time he takes to the field. And no stranger to Waterfront Park is Dave Joust, the former manager of the Harrisburg Senators on the AA level. He is the first base coach for Boston. First pitch to Scott Hatteberg to start things off as a strike to Marlo Hale, the manager for the Thunder. Hatteberg off to a good start again. 5 home runs, 12 RBIs. Sharing time behind the plate with Jason Varitek. Not a guy who came out of nowhere, but a guy who the Red Sox really brought up through their system. Organizational guy. He bounces this one foul, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Scott Hatteberg, one of those guys, like you mentioned, that the Red Sox pushed up through the system. I think they felt that he was going to be the starting everyday catcher, but Jason Varitek has played very well and has won the competition and is getting the majority of the playing time right now.
Well, Varitek is a guy the Red Sox got in a trade with the Seattle Mariners, and we'll see him later on. Hatteberg has been a solid receiver. Last year he split time with Bill Hasselman. Paxton Crawford, the starter for the Thunder, in his 3rd inning of work. He'll probably go 5 or 6 innings, depending on his pitch count this evening. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. A nice change of speeds, and Hatteberg goes down on strikes, and that's the first K of the ball game for Paxton Crawford. Well, Scott, we talked about that change of speeds by Crawford, and Hatteberg was way out in front.
You're going to get a good look right here. You can see how far Hatteberg gets out in front of that pitch, and the deception of Crawford's changeup just makes it a devastating pitch.
See Hatteberg raise his eyebrows, and that will send to the plate outfielder Darren Bragg. And he fouls the first pitch away, so the count is no balls and 1 strike. He set career highs in a number of categories last year, including at-bats with 513 and also with hits with 132. It's a solid year.
This is just a solid major league player. He plays hard every day. The type of player that teams that are going to compete for the division and championships and the World Series, you need to have players like Darren Bragg on your team.
He runs the count to 2 strikes against the right-hander Paxton Crawford. He's played very well in the outfield, too, during the last couple of years for the Red Sox. Another guy who they got for the Mariners. He was acquired in 1996 from Seattle. Some of the young Thunder fans who may grow up to be Red Sox fans after watching this team in Trenton, New Jersey. And again, the change of speeds from Paxton Crawford, and he gets Darren Bragg on strikes. Those are 2 good pitches to 2 very good hitters.
Watch the motion on the changeup. Watch how fast the arm is, and the ball just comes out, fades away from Bragg. But it's the deception, it's the arm speed that fools the hitters.
Mike Benjamin skies the first pitch down the right field line. John Barnes coming over toward the bullpen. He can't get it. So the count is no balls and 1 strike. Benjamin, who's become a utility player for the Red Sox, bouncing around between second and shortstop, and actually with Lemke going on the disabled list just a couple of days ago, he may wind up seeing even more time at second base because he's been hitting the ball so well.
I mentioned Darren Bragg and the type of player he is. Well, Mike Benjamin the same way. It's crucial for teams to have veteran utility guys around that know their roles, that can fill in and play a number of different positions, and aren't overwhelmed by any situation that they're put into.
Well, no balls and 2 strikes as Jimmy Williams in his 2nd year as a Boston Red Sox manager really has things going on the right track for this squad. And Paxton Crawford has struck out the side here in the 3rd inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox here in the top half of the third. Crawford with 3 strikeouts in this game, all coming in